Hi there. Nice to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Am I good to? Okay. Cheers. And yeah. Cheers. Thanks. So, do I just tell you my story then? Okay. My name is Douglas Kellogg, and I'm a Scotland fan. I've been an addict for 20 years. 2001 is when it started. My dad took me to my first game against Croatia, World Cup qualifier. My memory is a bit spotty, but I remember a couple of things. I remember walking around the outside of the stadium, seeing all those thousands of people wearing their shirts and their kilts, just looking smashing. And I remember looking up, and there's a Croatian bloke leaning over the railings. Now, he's not wearing the strip, but he's painted it on, you know, those red and white checks that their shirt used to be. And he's just screaming. It looks absolutely mental. It's intimidating. I mean, for a 7-year-old, I was pretty certain he was just going to come over and batter me purely because I was wearing blue face paint and a Scotland flag on my back. And then the moment, you know, that first time, you get to the entrance, your gate, and you're standing there. You can see that white light. You can hear it. You can feel it. The goosebumps running up your arm. And then as you walk out, and it just gets louder and louder. That was it. I was hooked. It was my first hit of Hampden. Game was a shiter. We drew 0-0. But that being said, I mean, it was incredible. And I know we came third in the group. No playoffs, no nothing. I should know better. That should have been me. I mean, how many times am I going to have to relapse before he gets through to me? I mean, let's be honest, Bertie tried to help me. In his first year in charge, we lost 6 games with brief reprisals for wins over Canada, Iceland, and the Hong Kong League 11. Now, I know we're supposed to be sitting here and being open and honest and discussing everything that we think, but I don't want to talk about the Pharaoh's draw. It's still too raw. I promise, I was this close to giving it all up, going clean, living a normal life. But then Bertie said, there's this guy you need to meet. He's class, he's different. And then it happened. Faddy. I mean, other guys, when they got the ball and the defenders came at them, they'd pass it back or they'd lump it forward. It was a territory game. Faddy was different. Faddy went at them. His first goal he scored was against the Pharaohs. We won that game. I mean, I don't even have a clue how we did it, but that time we got to the playoffs and we played Holland. And there I am again, sitting in Hampden, getting another hit with my dad right next to me. He fucking did it. 1-0. Sure, it was deflected and they played us off the park. But I tell you what, for 4 days we were kings and Faddy was our god. Then Amsterdam got pumped 6-0, blah, 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 you know the script. Didn't make the playoffs for 2006, but 2008, that was me at my worst. I mean, what a team, what a bunch. I like Gary Teal. That's how bad it got. I mean, I know, we've felt it all before a million times, but France home and away, and the anthem at home against Italy. You can't beat that. There's nothing natural that gives you that buzz. And then Georgia, 2-0, over. Nothing happened for 6 years. Some moron with glasses decided the team that historically struggled to score goals didn't need a striker. And then there it was again. Strachan. You could feel it again. I mean, I was at uni now. It seemed like such a good excuse to come home and see all the boys. I mean, we were all at it. Mainlining Ikechi Anya and Sean Maloney into our veins. Ireland at Celtic Park. That's the closest I've been to Faddy since. And then we went to the Poland game at home. Lewandowski. That familiar, crushing blow. I mean, I was out then. That was clean. It was normal, it was fine. But it was like UEFA knew, you know. They changed the tournament, they made it massive and easy to get into. You could get pumped in your group and still qualify. All you had to do was to play Israel 19 times and then finish off against Serbia. Christie. That hope. I mean, when Jovic scored, honestly, I don't like saying this, but I was relieved. I thought this could be it. This could be my excuse. But then there he was. 7 foot tall. Killing men by the hundreds. With fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his arse. The most handsome man in the world. Big Davy Marsh gets his left paw right down there. We're going to a major tournament. There I was in the kitchen singing Loch Lomond, drinking whiskey by the pint. Sainsbury's own brand, mind, not made of money. I mean, Dad had already sorted the tickets for Hamptons. What was I supposed to do? I mean, I guess that's the worst part. We all facilitate each other, don't we? We're all at it. I mean, you should have seen me last week. I had us beating Italy in the quarters, Germany in the semis, and France in the final. And you know the worst part? I was honestly thinking, maybe. I mean, maybe. Maybe in a world where Donald Trump becomes president, Steven Gerrard can win a league, or Saints can do the cup double. Maybe that is a world where Scotland can win the Euros. I should have known. Here I am, tortured, hungover, and 300 quid out of pocket. It's funny though, isn't it? All the evidence, the years of pain and anguish, and for some reason, I just can't quit them. I mean, I actually think Stephen O'Donnell is a good right back. I think we play a formation that accentuates the strength in our world-class left-backs, and because of symmetry we have to play the exact same on the right-hand side, and Stephen O'Donnell is left exposed. I think if he played with a winger in front of him, he'd actually be very good. He's quite reliable, and I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't want to quit him. I'm not going to quit them. Now listen to me. You can keep your Harry Kane, because I've got Shea Adams. You can take your Yorkshire Pirlo and stick it up your arse, because I've got the Ardrossan Xavi. John Stones is good for a mistake, and he's due, by the way. Pickford is a nightmare waiting to happen. If we can hold on for the first wee while, they will turn on their boys, because they're not built like us. They aren't made to withstand the pain that we've had to. It's coming home. Need I remind you that the first international game ever held was held in Glasgow? I mean, England kicked us out of Europe recently. Let's return the favour. Steve Clarke, I've got a formation for you on Friday. How's about 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, John McGinn in the hole behind 2 strikers, and 5.5 million across the middle of the park? This is still in our hands. 3 points might do it. 4 probably will. 6 definitely will. The shackles are off, boys. You've exhausted your nerves. You don't need to read any of these nonsense comment sections. All you need to know is that this tiny little nation is right behind you every step of the way. It's time we jumped. Jump down to Wembley and play with the passion of Belgrade. Jump into the kitchen and get yourself a pint and sing like your life depended on it. Jump. And we might fall. But what if we fly? I love you, James McFadden. I love you, Ikechi Anya. I love you, John McGinn. I love all of you. And I love the pain and the anguish because I shared it with you and my life is richer for it. I don't need help. I don't need therapy. I don't need counselling. My name is Douglas Kellogg and I am a Scotland fan. Let's go!